Bungie just closed the book on a 10-year story, but it looks like they're about to blow the doors off the Destiny universe. The endless war between light and dark, that's old news. Destiny 2's next chapter is dragging us deep into the criminal underworld, and honestly, it's giving off some serious Star Wars vibes. With the new Renegades expansion, we're getting a whole galaxy of smugglers, syndicates, and scoundrels. So today we're going to talk about the new Cabal faction, the Barrent Imperium, why the Drifter is suddenly the most important guy in the room, and how this new direction might just rewrite the future of Destiny's entire story. Okay, so let's set the stage. The Light and the Darkness saga is over, but remember that ominous prophecy from the Edge of the Fate expansion? The one that warned we'd face extinction if we didn't deal with the 9? Yeah, that's still hanging over everyone's head, and into the awkward silence drops the Renegades, launching on December the 2nd, which feels less like Destiny and more like a gritty scoundrel fantasy. And who's leading the charge? Of course, it's the Drifter. The Drifter is convinced the new Cabal group, the Barrent Imperium, is growing way too fast and is tangled up with the 9. Naturally, the Vanguard isn't listening, so it's up to us to join the crew of misfits and venture into the truly lawless frontier.
You are supposed to protect the people, not rule them. The time of guardians as shepherds of humanity is over. No! I've been waiting so long for this. Dredge and hope.
We'll be operating into a new social hub, Tharasis Outpost, which is basically Destiny's own wrench hive of scum and villainy. A black market where we'll be taking on sketchy jobs to make a name for ourselves. And who's running this new underworld? The top dog is the Barrent Imperium. Picture a rogue Cabal force. They're basically the Galactic Empire, right down to the Stormtrooper looking armour. Previews show they're aggressive, they're expansionist, and they're apparently building a super weapon called the Nightfall Station, which sounds a whole lot like a Death Star.
Welcome to the new Mars. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here.
But to even get a crack at them, we'll have to play ball with the local syndicates. And these aren't just reskimmed enemies, they're whole new factions. Official sources have now confirmed the names. There's the Tharasis Reformation, a crew of Vex who have broken away from the collective mind to think for themselves, and have turned to a life of crime. Then there are the Pikers, an anarchist fallen biker gang building a society without cows or civators. Getting in good with these factions is how you'll climb the ladder in the new world. Of course, this story shift comes with a whole new way to play. The core activity, Lawless Frontier. It's a fast-paced replayable mode you can run solo or with a team, taking on smuggling missions and sabotage runs across Mars, Europia, and even Venus. The community is already calling it Gambit 3.0 with bigger maps, and they're not wrong. Plus, they're bringing back a twist from an old favourite, an optional invasion feature letting other Guardians jump into your mission just to ruin your day. You can't have Star Wars style adventure without the right toys, and Renegades is delivering. We're getting a whole new weapon archetype called the Blaster. Energy weapons that don't use magazines but have a heat mechanic you'll have to manage. But we all know what the real prize is, the Braxic Blade. It's Destiny's first ever lightsaber style kinetic exotic sword. The footage looks wild. You can throw it, call it back to your hand, and yes, you can even customize the blade's colour. I have a feeling this sword alone is going to cause some downloads. So what's the bigger picture here for Destiny's universe? It's a huge shift. For a decade we've been the Holy Warriors, the Chosen Ones. Now we're becoming outlaws, operating the moral grey areas the Vanguard is too scared to touch. It's a perfect fit for the Drifter's whole worldview, which is why he's the perfect character to guide us through it. This also sets up a potential clash with some of the established good guys. I'm talking about the Praxic Order, Destiny's version of Internal Affairs Division for Guardians. This expansion might not just be adding new enemies, but it could be setting up some serious fractures within our own alliances. Honestly, Destiny 2 Renegades feels like more than just another expansion. It seems like a bold reimagining of what this universe can be, By leaning into the themes of classic sci-fi saga, Bungie is injecting a sense of raw adventure that the game has needed for a while.
The Imperium is yours to lead. You will fall. But next time, we meet.
Between the Imperial Cabal, the planet killer weapon, and the absolute fantasy of wielding a thoracic blade, this feels like a very intentional and welcome change of direction. The war for our survival might be over, but the fight for power and purpose is just getting started. So I've got one question for you all. Looking at the new syndicates, the criminal Vex, or the fallen bikers, which crew would your Guardian sign up with? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, a like and subscribe would be awesome. Thanks for watching.